In this video, we're going to make a pretty big jump and compare Aniracetam to meditation. Coming up. Okay, weekend coupon codes for our products. First, we got the Cortex stack. That's our stack that combines uridine, CDP, and artichoke extract, a little bit of bacopa monnieri. It's basically, folks call it the only pre-made stack that works. Powerful mental energy, powerful motivation, powerful speed of processing. Get it at livecortex.com. You could save $5 by using the coupon code 5. That'll always apply. This stack is used by Wall Street day traders. We put it out a year and a half ago. Massive resonating with the market. Very powerful natural stack. We wrote a guide on racetams, 80 plus racetam. This is all you need to know. Directions on every racetam, dose mechanism, or a mechanism of action, dose range, breakdown, sublingual stacks, and then highly effective stacks with that racetam, with that particular racetam. All the major 8 nootropic like racetams, we've got 80 plus stacks in the racetam God Guide. You can use the coupon code 1919 and you can get that for $19. It's normally $24.99. And that's just for this weekend, guys. So get, if you've been waiting to pull the trigger, just get the racetam God Guide. Use that coupon code by the end of Sunday EST time, okay? Eastern Standard Time, midnight Eastern Standard Time, okay? Then we wrote an instructional protocol guide for nootropics. It's basically like, look, I've been taking nootropics for 8.5 years. Here's how I suggest you surgically take nootropics. But we also break down choline sources, stacking racetams, phenibut, tranquility stacks, modafinil, caffeine protocols, everything else you can think of. Distinctions for days, but really a nootropics instructional protocol that you can get a lot of value and a lot of stacks into. That's smarter, better, faster. That's $24, but you can get it for $19 by using the coupon code 5. Okay, that's the coupon codes. Okay, breaking it down. So look, Aniracetam, like you guys know, if those of you have been watching the channel for a while, I'm like obsessed with Aniracetam. I love it. I actually have dreams about it. I had one last night. That sort of like prompted me to do this video. And like in the dream, I remember sitting around, like I forget where I was, a flea market or something. There's a lot of people around. And I just remember, like I do every time I take Aniracetam, sitting there being like in awe at how much control I have over my brain. Like when you're out, you're functioning, there's a lot of cases where you're just sort of reacting to things. You don't stop and be still and have control over your brain. You just stuff's reacting, you're chatting about stuff in your head with yourself, and it's just like this seemingly uncontrollable thing. Meditation, like that's one of the things I'm like OCD and super obsessed about doing as much as I can. I started doing it 9 years ago or something, a little more than 9 years ago. That's what actually prompted me to start taking nootropics, because I was like, wow, if I can change my brain like this, how else can I change my brain? And, meditation does that for me. It makes me able to like be out in public or be wherever and go, stop, level, good, solid, calm, control. Control. Everything works better. The whole thing works better. And we look at functional MRI studies on meditation. You got all these different regions of the brain lit up. You've got increased gray matter, increased quantity of glial cells, these sort of supporting cells in the brain, and a whole bunch of interesting stuff. You can induce alpha waves. Monks from Tibet can induce gamma waves, a super, super high frequency electricity state in the brain. So meditation's fascinating to me. I mean, I love it. That's that and nootropics and transcranial direct current stimulation I'm really into. Well, Aniracetam, I take either the ANR micro protocol, which is a microdosing protocol strategy for Aniracetam. You can read about that like on the channel here. We talk about it, and then more in depth and smarter, better, faster. We also have it in the Racetam God Guide. Or 500 to 700 milligrams of Aniracetam. I don't require choline sources typically. Maybe I'll throw some caffeine down with it, 100 to 300 milligrams. And I get that meditative full control. I just feel smarter. I mean, literally you are feeling smarter. People talk about, smart drugs, do they make you smarter? Well, that's really not a specific enough question, but generally, yeah. I mean, yeah, they work on the neurology and they make neurochemistry work in a way, and they fire, neurotransmitters more in certain regions that do make the brain work better, right? There's this famous rat study on oxiracetam and aniracetam that like shows this like demonstratively significant increase in the release of acetylcholine and hippocampal neurons. Like that's where the brain learns, right? So it's like definitive, it's super black and white. And that's the thing about Aniracetam, is it just does that. So, Yeah, I mean, the general takeaway is I'm really just making this video to get people more pumped about Aniracetam. It's one of my favorite racetams. It's super awesome. It's neuroprotective. It's extremely interesting. It's very impressive. It works on a bunch of different things. Stacks well with caffeine, stacks well with oxiracetam, stacks well with coliracetam, stacks with the cortex stack, stacks with theocrine. It's just an incredible compound. And yeah, when I take Aniracetam, I really have more control over my brain, and I fully enjoy being immersed, in that moment where I just identify that things are working better, things are calmed down to where I can grab them, I can control them, I can maneuver. And that brain state is the best state, to apply to being productive in life. Thanks for watching. Hey, for more distinctions like this, grab the Racetam God Guide. We've got 80 plus stacks like we talked about at the beginning. This thing's super packed with information related to racetams. And then the Smarter, Better, Faster Nootropics book. That is an all-around nootropics protocol book. They're all both digital, like all the books, but they're really digital books you can download for a mobile device. And they are epically awesome. Thanks for watching.